What's up guys, Frank here. I'm home this week. We have the holidays going on and someone reached out to me and asked if I would review this light. So they sent this light in and I'm just gonna open it up real quick and give you just a quick overview on what this thing is. And then I'm gonna carry it around for a little bit and do a follow-up review in a few days and go from there. But we have the Tunenge, I believe is how it's pronounced, Tunenge Tunenge S21X flashlight. This is just a small EDC flashlight. All right, so let's pop this thing open. All right, it's very Olight-ish in the packaging, the way they do this. All right, I don't know what that is. USB-C, and then here's the light itself. Packaging is kind of what I expected it to be. What is this? How to remove the insulated battery.
The insulated film of the battery, some features. It's got magnetic bottom like Olight. Magnetic bottom and button. Built-in two-way clip, 360-degree dust cover for the USB-C. Okay, so it's a rechargeable battery. There you go, internal waterproof Type-C charging. Cool. It also has, I don't know what the hell these like condom-looking things are. I'll figure that out and get back to you guys.
They did say that it was, it came in 3-color lampshade. So I'm assuming they're literally just covers, which is crazy. It's, I don't know, it's kind of crazy. Yeah, that's exactly what they are, just covers. So, all right, so we got a clicky button, bright light, clicky button, USB-C port right here with 360-degree dust cover and a clip. Right off the rip, I can tell you the clip feels strong. I just don't like the super shiny metallic. And then the anodizing or whatever is on this doesn't feel, super strong. But we'll see. I'm going to drop test this thing and everything. But for today, I'm going to just carry it with me. All right, guys. See ya. What's up, guys? Frank here, and I have the Tunenge S21X, and we're going to do a little drop test on it. It's about a 1.5 meter drop test, which is actually probably somewhere around right here, which isn't very, very high, but we're gonna drop it. I'm dropping it on the carpet right now because I'm gonna drop it a few times and I don't wanna scratch it up or anything just yet. So let's see how this thing, let's get it nice and bright. Let's see how this thing responds to drop. Ready? Turned off. So let's see. All right, it jarred it, turned off 1, 2, turned it off again. All right, let's drop it on its side. And 3, stays on. 4. All right, and 5. All right, so it just doesn't like to be dropped right on its lens or on its base there. The magnet picked up some stuff from the floor, but I mean, it seems to be okay, still working. Which is a good thing. Let's just drop it on the concrete. Let's see how that works, right? All right, so step back. We got it on here, right here, and turns off. All right. All right. And let's see if I give it one more. And all right. So, nothing crazy. It is still working. So, cool. Passes a drop test based on what they specified, and surprisingly, not too damaged. Not really any kind of scratches or anything. Wasn't kicked around, but cool. All right. All right, guys, so I have been using this Tunenge flashlight for a little bit. You guys have already probably seen like the introductory on it. You've probably seen the drop test. I didn't do the water test. Not that I was afraid of ruining it. There's really no way for me to have like the depth. I think it was like a little more than 4 feet, maybe even 8 feet or something like that. So I didn't want to do that. I was going to put it just in like a Tupperware and leave it running for a little while. However, it's not necessary, and let me tell you why. This flashlight retails for about $22. Right now it's on sale for $17.69 on Amazon. So my thought is if you're buying a $20 flashlight, I mean, this is good enough. It's gonna withstand a couple drops. The coating is actually a lot harder than I thought. I mean, it might not take, sliding against rough concrete very well, but I dropped it directly on the lens about 4 or 5 times, and there's no issues, no scratching, no nothing. Dropped on its side a few times. Actually, there's like a little nick here, but it's on the bezel. Zero impact on the light. Feature-wise, for the price, it's really not bad. I mean, if you turn it off and back on, I think if you turn it off and back on relatively quickly, it'll cycle through. That's right. But if you turn it off and leave it for, I think it's like 5 to 10 seconds, it'll return back to the setting that you had it on, which is nice because, you might not want to have to cycle through all the settings just to get it to work. So, yep, there you go. It strobes. It has a lower light settings. I think it has a low light setting. I like that. I usually keep it on the low to middle setting because if it's really dark outside, I don't want to be blinded, and this is plenty enough light to kind of see what it is that I'm going for. The thing I don't like is how they basically advertise it as having like the 3-color lampshade. I don't like necessarily like the advertising of the 3-color lampshade because it's kind of silly to me. I mean, they're just silicone covers. Surprisingly, I do like them. If you were to probably keep this like in your backpack and not carry it, it's kind of, I would stack up these lens covers and just throw them in your backpack as well. Like, it's kind of cool to be able to flash a red emergency light. The orange light was real soft, and then the white had a very nice glow to it. It would be cooler if it was something that you could just turn on, but again, $20 flashlight, the expectations are low, should be low. But I'm not disappointed with it. I'm definitely gonna keep using it. It's not something I'm just gonna toss or give away. I mean, it's a very capable flashlight, especially knowing that it takes, so knowing that it'll charge with the USB-C, but it'll also work with a AA battery. In this case, it comes with the rechargeable AA, but if something happens and, you can just run them off AA's, which is nice. I always keep spare AA's and AAA's in my bag. So if I was ever somewhere where I couldn't charge this thing up, it'd do its trick, it'd get it going. Another thing to note is I have not charged it in about 2 weeks. I got it right before Christmas, messed with it the day of, and then I've really been carrying it and using it for the last week or so. I have not charged it, and it's still fine. Along the line of charging, I would say one thing that bothers me about it is I don't necessarily like that it rotates, because at some point, like, that could probably get loose and you can get water and dust in there. I would rather it just be something like a plug, but it's not a big deal. I'm not going to argue with that. USB-C is nice. But a battery level indicator would definitely be nice, even if it was just a single dot that maybe was like a green, orange, or red, or flashed red or something like that when it was dying. And what else we got? Very O-light like the magnet. The clicky cap is not as refined as something like the Warrior or like, some of your better higher end lights. But again, $20, it's fine. It's a magnetic cap, which is nice. But yeah, that's it. I told them I'd do a review on this thing. They're not even going to see this before you see it. So I just wanted to be completely unbiased. This is like, it's pretty cool. They're starting to send stuff to us, and I'm definitely open to trying more of their lights. I would definitely review more of them, and I would probably use more of them. It looks like they have a couple cool options. But all right, check out the new hats. These can only be got in shop, And we're going to be making some changes. We're going to be probably redoing the website soon. We have a grand opening coming up January 31st here at the shop, 2 to 6. Giving away a bunch of stuff. We're raffling a bunch of things here. Remember, you can't buy raffle tickets to firearm stuff through social media, but we are definitely raffling like a stop box and a few other cool things like that too. So check it out. Civ Armory on Facebook, Instagram. YouTube's taking us down, so this is probably going to be Rumble only. All right, take care.